Good day, my name is Mike D, and I'm going to give you some free coaching on business presentations, this particular series being 5 steps to an in-home presentation. This is specifically for people that do direct marketing or any kind of in-home sales. So if you're in a multi-level marketing where you have to go inside and do home parties, this one is definitely for you. We're going to talk about your first impression, your greeting, your presentation, your demonstration, and then some people like to say the close, but we're not going to go in that 1970s, 1980s close the sale, because nobody wants to be a salesperson. So we're going to teach you how to be a consultant and close your deals that way. So I'm sure no matter what company you work for, your title is XYZ company, something independent consultant. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to be a true consultant, and that's how we're going to get your sales up. We're going to get people to make commitments and help you book parties. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your first impression. The first impression you want to make, now this is assuming that you already have a party to go to. So the first thing what you want to do is thank the person immediately after they commit to doing it. First impression is very important. So if somebody agrees to do a home party for you, you want to contact them 3 times. Immediately, the same day or next day after they commit to booking, and say thank you, just a quick thank you email. And then you might want to follow up with a handwritten thank you, which goes a long way to show that you're a real live person, you actually care. Number 2, you're going to want to make a call about a week before the party begins. That's just a quick reminder to see if they need anything. So you have to remember this key phrase: if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. I need you to say that a few times so it's in your vocabulary. It's part of your new phrasing, and every time you're going to get off the phone, you're going to say, by the way, if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. That's going to help the new host or hostess know that you're ready and you're appreciative of their time and their home being used as your venue. Number 3, is we're going to go call them the night before to make sure everything's good. And before we end that phone call, we're going to say, and if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. The first thing we want to do is respect their time when we get there. So we're going to tell them we're going to get there about an hour early so that we can set up everything we need to set up, and that we'll have any extra time, it'll go toward helping you out to either serve some drinks, move some furniture around, or do what needs to be done around the house so that you can have an awesome party. So speaking of first impressions when you get there, your setup should be as upscale as possible without spending too much money. Most direct marketing companies, multi-level companies, they want you to do something that's easy, quick, and very duplicatable. So that may take away from you trying to get a professional trade show display. However, if you want to keep things low cost in the $49 to $99 range, you can always get some nice looking tablecloths. You can also get a small science project display board. They sell these at any big office supply store, Office Depot being my personal favorite, Staples, Office Max. You can get them for about $15, and I recommend you could decorate them. Now we're going to speak a little bit about branding. Now you are your own brand. I don't care what company you work for or what marketing company you work for, it's going to be all about you, because you're in the home and you're the one building your business. With that said, I recommend that you get logos printed out. You can go to, like I said, Office Depot, Staples, Kinko's, get the logos printed out. Get the name of your website printed out if you have a personal website for your business, as well as your business branded website with your / on it. So if you have a mycompany.com/my website, you want to get that printed out and put that on your board. The most important thing you want on that board is your picture, because you're going to have maybe 10, 15, even 20 guests, and you might not know 2/3 of them. However, if your picture's on your display board, they'll know who you are, because unless you're going to dress above the guest list or below the guest list or have some kind of uniform, they might not know who you are. You might just be another guest to them. So if your picture is at least on the board, they know that you're the consultant, you're the party host, you're the rep, whatever your title is, they know that you are the go-to person. So I recommend definitely having your picture on a small science project display board, or at least somewhere even if it's a little flip book, poster, anything that's got your picture on it, your company logo, and your personal branded website. Going back to time, this needs to be all set up about 15 minutes. You should be ready to go 15 minutes before the party starts. So when we're walking in, if everything's ready 15 minutes before and you have some early guests, now East Coast people tend to go about 45 minutes early, half hour early. West Coast, they'll come on time or late. Depends where you are. You know your friends better than I do. So you just, no matter what happens, you want to have that first impression ready to go 15 minutes before start time. So at 6:45 for your 7 o'clock party, everything needs to be 100% ready to go. That person walks in at 6:50, they're going to see the nice table you set up, your trade show display board, your personal picture on it because that's your branding, and they'll be pretty impressed that you look like a world-class organization. You may be working out of your house. This may be your first party, but if you look the part, they're going to feel that. So that's a nice first impression to make on the guests coming in, because those guests may be your potential sales team at a later date. It also shows the host that you respected their time, that you're not rushing around trying to get all your stuff together. Going back to first impression, just think if it's 7:15, you still have guests walking in and you're not done. So at a later date, when you're at the end of your presentation and you're looking for people to do what you do, you just kind of made it look hard. You made it look like there's not enough time in the day to get this party set up. I may not want to work with you because the simple duplicatable system looks a little difficult and you look like you're a little bit frazzled and you're still not even set up. Now I have no idea when you got there, but being punctual is definitely a first impression. A lot of people judge, some people keep the verdict to themselves. So that's your first impression, and that's how important that is. Number two, we're going to talk about your greeting. Your greeting goes along with being ready. So if you're ready 15 minutes before, at least when your start time comes, you can greet your guest. You don't want to do the typical retail store greeting, like, "Hi, my name's Mike. Can I help you?" "No, I'm just looking." "No, I'm just here to see a friend." "No, I don't want any help, thank you." That's going to be a negative response. So if you want to ask questions, you want to do it in a more positive way. A better approach for a greeting might be, "Hi, my name's Mike. Have you seen our March specials?" Now you're going to get a yes or no answer, and either way is great, because if they say yes, awesome, what did you like best? And they'll proceed to tell you what they like best, and you can gather that information. So when you talk to them later, you can recommend a good product or service for them at a later date during your party. If they say no, you have the same answer. Awesome, let me show you some new stuff that we have that you might be interested in. So open up your greeting with, "Hi, my name's Mike," or "Hi, my name is whatever. Have you seen our March specials? Have you seen our new product? Did you know?" Or get a "did you know" fact. "Hey, did you know that we've helped several people lose weight with our product?" And then you can go for your stories there. So that's part of the greeting. Number three is your presentation. Now, I really can't help you too much on your presentation because that's going to be your proprietary information. I'm sure your company has many web trainings and DVDs on how to do a presentation properly. I recommend you watch them several times to get your presentation down. The only tip I will give you is you really need to do a full dress rehearsal. Try to get 2 or 3 under your belt alone, so you can know what you're doing. Make your mistakes alone or with some close friends and family, so you're ready for the real deal when there's money involved. The easy way to go learn how to do a presentation is to possibly go to 3, 4, maybe even 5 in-home presentations that other consultants are doing. So that would be the best way to see what's going on. If you can get at least 3 people's presentation under you before you start your own, you can take the best of the best from those 3 people and make your own using your own style and your own words, and then you'll be a little more well versed. If you have an opportunity to practice, you're really going to want to practice. Most people do this for a year, and they'll have a year of experience on you. A year of experience, maybe 1 party a month, which is only 12 parties, maybe it might be 20 parties. So if you can practice anywhere between 12 and 20 times before your first party, you will have gained about a year of experience doing it on your own, practicing, drilling, and rehearsing, and knowing what to say when the questions come up. So as far as presentation's concerned, I recommend you do that. And if you're not ready, the easiest thing to do is just to get your little index cards and do your outline. Definitely make an outline so you don't forget things to say. So always have your outline ready on cards. Some companies you're allowed to use the cards. And if you want to make it look like a world-class organization again, like you know what you're talking about, just leave them on the side. One of the best tricks I've ever learned for index cards, if you have physical products or at least flyers and brochures, you can grab the brochure or the picture and put your cards on the back. So while you're holding up the picture, they'll just see the picture, you'll have your cards, and nobody will know the difference. Put them down face up so nobody sees your cards, pick up your next product, and your set of cards are behind there, so you'll always have note cards, and you'll always have your reminders, and you'll never miss a beat. Your presentation will run smoothly, and if it doesn't, you will be the only one that knows that you missed information, you tripped on a word, or you didn't do something correctly. You gotta remember, this is the first time everyone else is seeing it. You may have done it 100 times, this may be your first time. It's their first time too. So the only mistakes you make, you're the only one that's gonna know that you made them. So try to be calm and just be with a group of friends. And the best tip that I can tell you is when you're presenting, you're just helping people out. You're showing them what you have. Now just remember, selling is doing something to somebody. Helping is doing something for somebody. So if you go into the mindset that you want to help these people out to improve their life, to improve their home, to improve their health, whatever your product or service is, go in with the mindset that you're doing something for these people and not to these people. You're giving them the opportunity. This is how you're going to book future parties, in-home parties, the same way. If you have the total mindset that, hey, I'm giving you the opportunity for free stuff, discounted merchandise, free samples, possibly even gratuity or money involved, whatever you're offering them, make sure that you know that it's an offer. You're giving them an opportunity, and you won't seem needy. The less needy you seem, the more people will want to use you to book parties. If you have the attitude where, well, I only work 3 days a week and I have 2 dates available, which do you prefer? It's the less time I have available, the more people want it. It's like, I don't have much time to book. I don't do too many home parties anymore. However, this is a good friend of mine. I can take 2 or 3 people to do parties with. You'll have about 6 people want to go online to do a party with you if they know they can get free or discounted merchandise from you. And that's part of your presentation. Your next thing is your demonstration. Demonstration, I highly recommend you go watch QVC or Home Shopping Network Online. Those are the pros at selling products in-home. They have perfected creating a need for things you don't need, you don't want, but you have a need for it once they get done with you. It's basically a feature benefits list. It's not what the product does per se, but what it does for you. What it really means. Nobody wants a 5 horsepower lawnmower. They want something that's going to get the grass done fast so they can go out and play golf. Nobody really needs the pretty vase that sits on the table. However, by the time you're done watching that 30-second Home Shopping Club as seen on TV style presentation, you're going to wonder how you ever lived without it. So I definitely recommend your homework is to go watch QVC, go watch Home Shopping Network, and learn those tips and tricks. I'll have another webcast on how to do the Home Shopping Club tricks that'll be available in about a week or so. So be sure to check back for that. That's part of your demonstration. And now the last part is ask for the sale, close the sale. We don't want to close things. Again, we're here to help people and do something for them, and not to sell them and do something to them. So going back to being your independent consultant. Now a consultant would ask questions to see what product or service they need. You need to know what they're doing. So you ask them, well, thanks for coming by. What's more important to you, your health? Is it to lose weight? Is it just to get more energy? Whatever they need, you have to listen. You have to be a motivational listener so you know what product to steer them to. But you could also bring them to the private area in the home, away from the other guests, and ask them what do they like best, because they'll either gravitate to, if you have products out, definitely have products out. They'll gravitate to the thing they like the best. And you talk to them about that and go, that's awesome. Is this for you or for someone else? Is this for a gift or a gift to yourself? And it'll give you an answer. And hey, how is this product or service going to fit into your life? sure going to be great. When you show it off to the neighbor, it's going to make you feel like $1,000,000. Just say good things, positive things like that, and get to the root of what they need. Just by asking simple questions. We'll have another series, the Choose Your Own Adventure, Mastering the Alternate Close, basically being a consultant and asking questions properly to help you improve your sales. And you won't have to close anything. They'll be writing a check before you even ask for the sale. And when you think they're done with that shopping list, it's great. You want to pay by a check, or we're going to give you the credit card. That's all you need to know for right now. You always have to drill, rehearse, and do your motivation daily. Just like Zig Ziglar, this motivation stuff doesn't work unless you do it every day, kind of like showering. My name's Mike D. And remember, questions equal control. Be consultative. Always do something for someone. This is Mike D. Look back for my future stuff later. Thank you.